Hey y'all, what's up? I'm Mimi, aka the Piscean Seer, and this is one of your daily collective messages. Like, and subscribe if you get anything out of this. Thank you so very much to those of you who do like, subscribe, and comment. It is always and forever going to be loved and appreciated. God, archangels, ancestors, ascended masters, cosmic guides, all beings of the highest and purest white light only, with the best interest of me and the collective at heart. You are always and forever welcome into my readings. Okay, please give my wonderful, fabulous, and amazing Piscean Seer family the best and most accurate information for them at this time. Hello, my beautiful lovers. Okay, welcome to any new subscribers. Welcome back to my beautiful subscribers who are already here. I love and appreciate each and every single one of you guys. Thank you so very much for coming, and thank you for coming back. Okay, so this is a Kali message. I really have like no idea what she wants to talk about. I was hearing something about love, and then I had a song that she was like, don't use that. So let's see. Ooh, and I was shuffling and this card just kept popping out. That's crazy. So it's Seraphim Seraphiza, okay? It says relax and open up to source and keep your heart open, okay? So maybe the love could be highly significant. Maybe you need to keep your heart open for love at this time, okay? New love could be coming in. But I think you just need to have your heart open to love in general, right? Just all day try to operate out of that place of love. We got Lady Gaia right here at the bottom of the deck. It says your challenges are lessons. You are loved and welcomed on earth, you know. So just be open to that love, to that like natural love that people put out like vibrationally, I guess. We got Archangel Hope, okay? It says look for a cosmic gift and remember you deserve it, okay? I don't know. I was getting a little bit tongue-tied there. So, you can have somebody tongue-tied. Maybe somebody wants to communicate with you. I feel like there are a lot of different cosmic type of gifts coming into you, like energetic upgrades and upgrades to your life. Yeah, it says align with the highest and go with the flow. So you're aligned with your highest energies, even if you still have things that you're working through or working toward or whatever, and you just need to continue to go with the flow, okay? We got self-indulgence right here, which is talking about self-love, and then soulmates under that. It says focus on self-worth, time to heal, shadow work, and self-appreciation. I feel like this could be what you're heavily focused on, and then this soulmate energy is kind of just like lingering in the back, but you've been doing a lot of work on healing your heart, and now that you're ascending, I think that you're a lot more ready and open to love, okay? So we got heartbroken. It says deeply hurt, sad, separation, breakup, feeling lost, grieving, and mourning, okay? But that's definitely not your energy. This is the what's going on outside of you energy. So you could have like somebody heartbroken about you, okay? Not like the new person that I'm talking about. It's giving sad ex energy. What else? We got I like you, okay? So old person and new person energy, just like I said. This says someone likes you, romance is blooming, fun, flirting, and wanting to date. And then this one popped out. It says acts, breakup, separation, stop the pattern, silent treatment, and abandonment. Like maybe before you were with someone where you guys always, I'm hearing a breakup to make up, that's all we do. First you love me, then you hate me, that's okay for a fool, some shit like that. So it says, so what was I saying? Okay, breakup and makeup. This is what you was doing with somebody, okay? So you decided to stop that pattern, okay? Could have been somebody who was kind of a narcissist, because that's what the silent treatment gives me. You know, that's like the narcissist's number one move, to just like be quiet and not talk to you because you're in trouble for the way you treated me, right? So you abandoned that situation. That's something that you walked away from, and you've been really focused on just loving yourself and taking care of yourself and growing to be the best version of yourself. But not to say like all of that is going to change, but I feel like your focus is about to shift. Yeah, it says kisses on that part of the deck, okay? Your focus is about to shift to whoever you're about to be giving all these kisses to, okay? Somebody who's unconditionally loving, willing to give and receive with you, and to show you all the affection and love that you want, and somebody who's like falling in love with you already, okay? Oh, and just ignore any noises you might hear in the background, okay? My family lives here, they be around, and I don't want to force them to have to be quiet, okay? So they can do what they want. Uh, So we got the delphinium flower, which is, it says open heart again. Okay, so your birthday could have been in July. So happy birthday if your birthday was in July. Okay, happy birthday to all the Cancers and Leos. Okay, so it says remembrance and beautiful. Okay, so I don't know, somebody like really remembers you. Like you made an impression on somebody, a really really good impression. I feel like there's like some comparison going on here. It says giant salvinia sea plant, aggressive, invasive nature and disruption. Okay, so I don't know. This ex could be trying to be real aggressive, trying to get into your energy, or trying to communicate with you in some sort of way because they want to like disrupt whatever they think you have going on. Even though I'm not getting the energy that you're already in a thing, I feel like you're not even in a thing. You're just single, loving yourself, worrying about yourself. But this ex is already trying to ruin some shit that haven't even started yet today, and that's just like some super duper hater shit. And why your ex don't got nothing better to do? We got Catalpa tree. It says enduring beauty, grace, and striking. Okay, so you could look very good. You could be very beautiful or very handsome, and I think that you're highly sought after. Okay, you could be someone who kind of like collects a lot of suitors or have a lot of people who are interested in you. But I think it's so much more than like your outside beauty, right? You're very beautiful on the inside, and people really like that about you. Very genuine kind of energy is what I'm getting. We got cobra saffron flower. The neighbor's coming outside now. My dog is out there though, so I don't want to close the door. It says cobra saffron flower, merging nature with ancient healing practices and routine. Okay, so you're in a really good type of routine for yourself. You know, you might like, I don't know, have created some sort of schedule for you. Maybe you have like a good bedtime routine, because I'm getting this energy of like you well rested and shit. Like I don't know. It says thrive in harsh conditions, construction of sacred structures. Okay, so you have a very strong foundation. I feel like no matter what kind of situation you find yourself in, you always find a way to thrive and to grow. You could be kind of silly, okay, because it says silliness on this one, affection and rooster. Okay, you could be someone who like gets up very early, very naturally. Okay, okay, what else? What's the open heart and aggressive and invasive nature? It says hygrophilia deformis. Okay, it's a sea plant. It says water loving, love and friendship. Okay, so water loving of course gives me that emotional type of energy. I feel like the love that you give is like really beautiful, and somebody wants to come in and match that love that you're giving to yourself. Okay, yeah, we got fragrant water lily. Somebody could have had some sort of like, I don't know, spiritual illumination. Maybe somebody's been like praying about you, okay, and just focusing on rising above their own difficulties in their own life. It's like somebody kind of is on the same page you're on when it comes to like healing and improving themselves, and they want to do it with you. Okay, we got witch hazel. This says the witching of water and emotional manipulation. I feel like maybe that was a big thing with relationships of the past. A whole lot of games, a whole lot of like emotional manipulation and just bullshit. Okay, like motherfuckers just doing a whole bunch of bullshit and then like blaming you for it. Like it's just very messy. It's very messy relationship type of energy, and I think that like the way you have relationships with people and the way you express love in your relationships is advancing because of the way that you're just loving yourself, you know. And I was just hearing like, you know, something's missing. You know how people always say that when they get with people and they don't really like them or plan on being with them for a long time, they'll be like, you know, something's missing. Just that spark wasn't there. They didn't have that like it factor. And I think for you, for a long time, the it factor was just like you giving yourself that love and not really like expecting that shit to come from the outside. Like I think you needed to grow in confidence a little bit more, and now that you have, you're ready for something like a little bit more serious, ready to entertain this person who likes you, and done entertaining these narcissist type of energies who don't really miss you or care about your ass until you ain't there no more. We got the daisy flower. It says multicolored success, peace, and eternal. You know, it's like you got this eternal inner peace, and that's why you're so beautiful on the inside, because that's what multicolored makes me think about, you know, like, I don't know, you got like a multifaceted type of personality, like, but you're just yourself no matter like what's going on in that day or who you're around. And I think that's really beautiful. People really admire you about that. And also, this success, you could be attracting a lot of success to yourself. Maybe you're attracting more peace. Maybe this lover could have something to do with that, but I don't know. I don't really feel like it. I feel like this is all things that you're just working on for yourself personally, and maybe they're going to come add to that, but I don't think they're like a direct result of your peace or of your success, you know, or of like your multicolored nature. Like maybe they bring it out of you. They might accentuate the beautiful qualities or characteristics that you have, but nothing that you are or will ever be will be directly because of someone else, you know. And I think you're becoming very aware of that too. It says mirroring, okay? So I think, but it also says destructive power and unchecked growth, you know. I think that in the past with certain lovers, you mirrored them more than you like were an example for them, if that makes any sense. Because like when you're I heard like young and in love, when you're young and in love, you kind of just want to be more like how that person wants you to be, you know what I mean? Like you want to be what you like, the best version of you for them, but you kind of aren't thinking clearly yet because you haven't gone through enough lessons yet. And so you're just mirroring them instead and just kind of matching their energy on that low vibration rather than forcing them to match your energy on a higher vibration. And I think that's definitely a cycle that you've closed for yourself. You're not allowing any unhealthy relationships or connections to go unchecked in your life anymore. Like, no one's allowed to come in with that destructive power, okay? Yeah, none of this carnivorous shit, okay? Because the bladderwort is a carnivorous flower, you know? I feel like in the past, your exes used to, like, eat you in a way. Like, just drain you and suck you of all your energy, all your resources and everything. And you were just, like, super loving and being like, oh, you know, this is how it goes. We're supposed to just work through shit and da-da-da-da-da. But I think that that could have been a generational curse that you broke for yourself, where it's like, no, I'm not gonna stay here for fucking 35 years and put up with this fucking bullshit, okay? I'm out, peace, deuces, you know. It's like, now that you've learned how to walk away from things, from relationships that aren't the best for you, walking away from these connections where these people is in love with two people and they confused and, you know, they rather be about that life than reciprocate these actual feelings. Like, that shit is over. We not doing that shit no more. Okay? And so now that's why there's this new person coming in like, hey, what's up? You should come party with me, you know. They could be looking good for you, okay? Trying to get better. They could be working out, you know, like get lined up or getting their little wig installed or whatever, just so that they can look good for you, okay? What's in love with too and about that life? We got meeting another person, okay? So there's confirmation. We're about to meet another person. But this person is already like watching you, okay? They've been checking you out. Like this could be somebody that you know, or you don't necessarily have to know them, but they could just see you around, see you, you know, like in the hood at the functions or wherever you be at, you know? And they just kind of, I don't know, they could be very attracted to you. What's reciprocated feelings and party with me? We got cultural differences, okay? So they could be like, they could come from a different culture than you, or you guys could just, I don't know, have two different ways of like functioning. You could feel like this person might not necessarily match your energy or your vibe, or they might not understand where you come from. You might be a little bit, you know, rougher around the edges than they are. Or I'm hearing like, oh no, I heard ghetto, you know, like ghetto and like rich, like, you know, bored rich type energy, like two totally complete, like opposite energies. Because I mean, I don't feel like what you have really matters, you know, but it's just basically saying this energy of you guys coming from two totally different worlds and it's still working, like y'all meeting in the middle and making that shit work for y'all. What's party with me and looking good for you? We got the fast life, okay? So somebody could be walking away from the fast life for you, okay? But also, I don't know, it's like this energy of your ex being more obsessed with like this fast life and like, I don't know, doing a whole bunch of reckless or ridiculous shit and not necessarily caring about your life or how things will affect you. Yeah, now you looking out for you, okay? Looking out for me at the bottom of the deck, you know. And this, if you love me, you do it type shit, you know. Like always trying to pressure you into some situation or into making stupid ass decisions that you know weren't the best for you. And now that's over, okay? Somebody got their eye on you. Ain't no more having your cake and eating it too, or these stupid ass crocodile tears that the narcissists love to spit out, you know. So this ex is like spying on you, okay? They could be keeping tabs on you, okay? They checking their phone to see what you posting. They paying a lot of attention to you. They trying to see if you got a boo. Is you taking pictures with your new man or your new woman, or what is you doing? Like they're checking for you. But I feel like your ancestors are really protecting you, protecting your damn business. Somebody could be like trying to go to your house, trying to pop up, okay, trying to start conflict on some dumb shit, okay, because they're confused. Like, this person is in some sort of illusion that y'all was, like, really in love, but, like, they did not love you or care about you when they was with you. It's kind of like, you know, I'm not going to let anybody take my toy type shit. Some really petty, childish, immature reason for chasing you, not necessarily chasing you because they have like this big heart for you and they really actually love you. They just want to have like some sort of control or pull over you and not necessarily give you any real, true, like reciprocated feelings. What's meeting another person in love with you and about that life? We got obsession, okay? So they're just obsessed. And it's like when they have you or when they're with you, when they're around you, they can't even like stay focused on just you. It gotta be you and 2-3 other bitches or you and 2-3 other dudes. And we just not gonna do that. We don't care. What's about that life lusting over you and reciprocated feelings? We got abundance, okay? So I don't know. Maybe they like the way that you pull in money or whatever. Or maybe this person that's lusting over you is hella abundant and they got like they emotionally intelligent, okay? Like they actually have the capacity to communicate with you clearly and like lead you in some shit. What's the reciprocated feelings, cultural differences, and party with me? We got entity attachment, okay? Why? We got Ice Queen, okay? So, like, this is what I'm saying. Like, you did not cut off a person. Like, you cut off the entity attachment, okay? Like, that person, I don't know. They don't work for God. What's obsession and abundance? We got hello, okay? And so that's why this new person is being sent in. Yeah, we got the pathway, okay? So it's almost like, I don't want to say you was walking down this path just to find this person, but that's how it's feeling. Like you're like destined or fated to attract this one specific person. What's entity attachment and ice cream? Dang, okay, we got work, labor, and efforts, okay? So this connection is kind of a part of your rewards for all of this hard work that you've done to improve yourself, you know? Yeah, we got boss, okay? You're about to be rising in status or you're just attracting a boss, okay? We got child, flying monkey, and unexpected money. You could have children with this ex. This could be like your baby mama or your baby daddy, okay? I don't know. They be pillow talking. They a flying monkey. They be telling people your business, you know? It's like they watching, they waiting for you to get some actual money or some unexpected money. Maybe something that has to do with your family. Okay, and they trying to destroy everything. It should say destruction, okay? But they can't do shit. That's why you just chilling. You hella unbothered, okay? While they over here like, oh, I remember when I had this real love. While they giving you the evil eye the whole relationship. It's crazy. It's crazy. That person crazy. Ay, ay, ay. But you could really be about to get some unexpected news, some really good news, okay? It says unbelievable news that will shatter your expectations. So like maybe you are expecting something, you're expecting some sort of like raise in money, or maybe you've been expecting love. Maybe that's something you've been trying to manifest, but I think it's going to like outweigh your expectations of what you think or what you thought was coming. Like that whole shit is about to be shattered in the best way, okay? What's obsession, abundance, and hello? It says mind games, okay? So that feels like confirmation. It says emotional interactions involve control and manipulation. What's abundance, pathway, and entity attachment? We got it's complicated, okay? It's more complex than it seems, okay? So I don't know. Maybe they be playing with magic, or maybe they be playing them code games or whatever. I don't know, whatever the fuck they into. Whatever complicated bullshit they put themselves into, like your ancestors or Kali are not gonna allow you to put yourself into that shit again. What's entity attachment, work, labor, efforts, and ice queen? What's this? We got exposing lies, okay? So, it says the truth will eventually be exposed. Maybe some things got exposed to you about this ex, or I don't know, maybe it's still stuff you don't know about people of your past that are about to be exposed now. But I think it has a lot to do with like your new relationship and it unfolding and you becoming more stable and just chill in life. Then things will start to like be uncovered and exposed a little bit more, and you're gonna kind of laugh at that shit like, it's a good thing. It's such a good thing I made the choices I made. You're gonna be like, thank you so much, God. Okay, what's mind games and it's complicated? We got double crossed, okay? So like maybe you were aware that this person, this ex, like betrayed you or double crossed you in some sort of way, like that they crossed you, but it was a double cross. Like they did more than they would have been doing, and also they're lusting over you, them too. So the lusting over you energy goes two ways. And also the cultural differences could be these two people, like they could be like night and day. Like I said, your person could be like a type you would normally go for, or like they do weird things that you wouldn't normally accept, but like now you're starting to understand that like that type of person is a much better match for you and how you are, because you could be like kind of weird in your own right, and you're more accepting of people's weird now that you're loving yourself right and being very accepting of yourself. So Kali is asking you to trust in the process and make sure that whoever you do allow in is respecting your boundaries and expectations, and for you not to worry, because there are no smoke and mirrors that have the ability to fool you. You're not fooled by appearance anymore. You're not just going off of ooh I like them, they're my type. It's kind of like learning that your type kind of sucks and it's time to create a new type. You can't have the same like type your entire life, because like where's the growth? So whoever you're meant to cross paths with is going to be a good thing. A destined encounter is about to happen between you and someone. That's what it says. And this person, this ex in the back, okay, they got big hidden agenda. They like blending into the motherfucking background, trying not to be seen or trying not to be noticed. They could know that like you're gifted, and they could be trying not to like, set off your intuition or your radar. They could be around but not necessarily in sight. They could like see everything you do, or like see you out and about, but you never see them, because like they make sure you don't run into them or some shit. Like somebody wants you to feel like they're gone, but they're not gone. They're still like in your energy and like, I don't know, trying to be in your business, okay? What's it's complicated and exposing lies. We got two-faced, okay? What they two-faced asses. It says someone is friendly yet deceitful. And it's like, even if you do see them, you might, I don't know, you might just feel like this weird energy off of them, because it's like unspoken tensions, you know. It's like they holding back shit, and they really want to give you the cold shoulder, but they have to wait until they get you back into like the narcissist trap, right? They can't start giving you the silent treatment and all that shit before y'all is official again. So it's like, I don't know, somebody playing some very weird games. Okay, I parked the deck on smoke and mirrors again. Yeah, and hidden truths. That person is a lie. They a walking lie, okay? You do not need to entertain them. I mean, do what you want. You grown as hell, but that's the advice, okay? Like, and also just be careful not to get confused between the two, because I feel like your ex could be trying to like cloak in this new person's love energy, but all of this focus on yourself makes illusions very clear to you. Like, you can't be tricked right now. So, like, not ever again. What's mind games is complicated and double cross. It says, I refuse to deprive myself of the tiny, splurgy pleasures that spark my daily joy. I'm a lot more fun when I'm not a hollow-eyed, gray-eyed husk of resentment, okay? So it's like you're not holding on to any resentment with this ex, and it's almost this energy of like they can feel that. They know you not mad. They know you not tripping. They know you out here looking good, feeling better, okay? Feeling good, looking better, some shit like that. Drake said that. And this is funny now. Now laugh now, cry later makes sense, okay? I was like, I don't know what I'm supposed to be doing with this song. Oh, that's, dang, what did that say? Hold on. Because it locked on me, because it was unlocked for a long ass time for some reason. You know, sometimes we laugh and sometimes we cry, but I guess you know now, baby. But there was a quote up there that I seen. It says, this is Romans 10:9. It says that if thou shalt confess, oh, it left. Okay, it says, okay, that was just going real fast. It says, as we get older, we don't lose friends. We just find out who the real ones are, you know. And I feel like that's exactly what you've been doing. You've been finding out who the real ones are, and along that journey, you figured out that your ex was not a real one, and they might not even have it in them to be one. And so you had to just release that shit. But let me tell you, I know I used these lyrics before, but I just do what I'm told, okay? So it says, tired of beefing you bums. You can't even pay me enough to react. Been walking up in the crib and sometimes I don't even. Oh, been waking up in the crib and sometimes I don't even know where I'm at. Please don't play that nigga songs in this party. I can't even listen to that. Anytime that I ran into somebody, it must be a victory lap. Shawty come sit on my lap. They saying Drizzy just snap. Distance between us. It's not like a store. This isn't a closable gap. I've seen some niggas attack and don't end up making it back, okay? And this fucking ex, okay? Like, I don't know, you tired of beefing that bum, okay? Like, they can't pay you enough to react. It's not nothing they can offer you or anything they can try to give you to get this time out of you. And that's why they acting like they don't want to really see you, but they want to attract you in some sort of way, because every time they see you, they feel like you just okay with the victory lap. Like, you got the motherfucking football, okay? Like, you done did a touchdown and you just dancing in their face and showing off because you just look really good and you're doing a lot better now that you ain't with them, okay? And they're still addicted to this fast life shit. It says, sometimes we laugh, sometimes we cry, but I guess you know now, baby. I took a half and she took the whole thing. Slow down, baby. We took a trip, now we on your block and it's like a ghost town. Where do these niggas be at when they say they doing all this and all that, okay? I'm in the trenches, relax. Can you not play that little boy in the club, because we do not listen to rats. We in Atlanta, I buy her a wig, she telling me Tay is the best. Point at the nigga who act like a killer, but you only one from the net. I'm like the baby, I'm not just a rapper, you play with me, you gonna get stretched. Bring Drake to the hood, surround Drake, round Drake. Even though I got a case, I'ma do what it take. And I never been embraced, and the money's hard to make. So I bet they on their face right now. Okay, so it's like, I don't know, this ex is really regretting how they treated you, and you just like not playing, not on that bullshit, okay? Like, sometimes we laugh and sometimes we cry, but I guess you fucking know now, nigga. This is complicated. Okay, we got this. Okay, it says, when I'm tempted to gossip, I'll think of something nice to say instead. And if I can't find something nice to say, I'll look harder, you know? It's like you're not out here talking shit either, you know? It's like anytime anybody asks you about them or whatever, it's just like, oh no, I haven't talked to them, you know? Like, you know, just very nice about it, you know? And that person might be kind of bitter, you know? Like when people ask them about you, you know, they try to, like, I don't know, sow some sort of seed of doubt in them about you, you know, like they shouldn't, like, throw hints that they shouldn't talk to you or they shouldn't fuck with you because you're not cool, and that's like the reason why y'all not together. But that's some bullshit. Okay, I wasn't expecting to get all of this, but I mean, I'm here for it. It says, I can spend my day feeling daunted, or I can spend it climbing over the thing that's daunting me. If I'm going to spend it, it might as well be a good investment, okay? And so you decided that this ex was not a good investment, but this next person that's coming in that might already have your attention, or you already have their attention, they are very reliable, a very good investment in your future, and never going to give you a real reason to like resent them, and they're not trying to play mind games with you or play both sides of the fence. Like, they're just really genuine in their connection with you. Like, they genuinely like you, you know, like they like you, you know, like they might love you one day, you know, and they really understand your boundaries, and they don't like blame you for having boundaries because they're not clingy, because they've been healing from their issues and traumas and things that they've gone through in love too, you know. Yeah, doing lots of shadow work, just like you. You and this person, you guys are like mirroring each other, okay? Whether you know them already or not. Yeah, look, destiny under that. This is a destined connection that's going to transform the both of you in a very positive way. So don't worry about this ex coming back, okay? They ain't got no power, okay? They might have some power. They ain't got no fucking power over you, you know. Everybody got the power within them. But they got to do the healing to uncover that shit. Yeah, we got sacrifice. Like, this person is not willing to make the kind of sacrifices that you've made, and that's why they won't be allowed back into your energy to disrupt your program of what you have going on, because you're destined to be triumphant in your financial and material changes that you're going through in life. You're meant to have this balance, to have this peace, and that person's just trapped in fear because really they know they're not going to ever run into nothing like you again, you know? So they could be wanting to reach out, wanting to communicate with you, but that's only because they see this accelerated motion and the way that this light is shining out of your ass, and the way that you on top of all your creativity, you know? They would love to come in and offer fake love and put some obstacles and challenges in your way. But it's just not going down. They just can't. But this is hangman energy, okay? So I feel like, you know, you coming out of this situation looking so sparkly and so clean, right? Because she's rising up out of this muddy water wearing all white, but she still look clean in a bitch. Like, I feel like you've handled everything in the best way possible. Like, you didn't try to insert any extra messiness or any negativity. And also, there's a little ladybug on this other card, which is giving me this energy of luck. I feel like you're very attractive, very good when it comes to manifesting, and you better believe you manifested this like destined divine encounter that you're about to have. But it was always going to happen. You just manifesting it and focusing on it. It's just making things move faster, you know? And it's throwing this X like in a loop, okay? Like, I'm hearing that. I heard throw that ass in a circle, then I heard throw that mind in a circle, okay? Somebody's mind is fucked up over you right now. It's this keep going in circles, circles, round and round, the way you're doing me so wrong. I just keep holding it down, okay? Like, like somebody wanna they wanna have you back, you know. They feel like, you know, you did them wrong in some sort of way, or you didn't give them enough time to prove to you that they was the man for you, but they was not taking no steps or making no actions to be that person. They don't deserve you. It says powerful achievements are usually born as a result of great sacrifice. This card represents self sacrifice and a time when you should look around your life to see what needs to be released. By surrendering and letting go, there will be more room to receive. The rewards for this are transformation, wisdom, gratitude, and enlightenment. This card signifies that there's a situation happening or about to occur in your life and you can't control the outcome. This will be a good moment to pause, rest, have patience, reflect, and meditate. It would be wise to stand back so you can learn to look at events with a more understanding, intuitive eye. Try to view people, issues, or problems from a different perspective. If you can achieve this, it will have a profound effect on your soul and on your life, you know. And I just love that because it just gives me this feeling like this is what you've done when it does come to this edge, you know. Like you just became very accepting of everything that they are and everything that you guys went through, and you just took accountability for the part that you played in that and the things that you allowed, and you took accountability for your lack of boundaries, and then you fixed those things within and around yourself, and you went through a transformation for it, you know. And it's like new love is your lesson. It's like your reward for learning such a big lesson in the energies of love, okay? So it says the sacrifice card can also symbolize a period of transition and change. The solutions you seek may be slow in coming, for it could be necessary to live into the answers. Accept the things that you can't control, heal, and leave the past behind. Move toward your future and watch for the new doors opening and paths that are being shown to you, okay? So keep your eyes open, baby. Keep your head up, shoulders back, okay? Keep that confidence. Keep being creative. And that, because that's like how you're really attracting this love, you know. Like, don't turn into a chaser. Like, just let it continue to just naturally come to you, and just keep being like your beautiful and amazing and fabulous self, okay? Because that's what they like, okay? I hear that. Oh, I think they like me. Oh, I think they like. I think they like me. Damn, I heard that in a long ass time. So with that, I'm done. I hope you guys have a happy, fabulous, wonderful, and amazing day. That you got something that you need out of this, and I will see you later. Bye.